Throughout history, lots of things have been discovered by chance, and chance has played a big part in creating the modern world. One of the earliest discoveries was iron. This was pure chance. Nobody knew it existed. Homo sapiens have been around for 200,000 years, and of that time, it took us 196,000 years to discover iron, because we weren't seeking the discovery, so we weren't looking for it, so somebody accidentally discovered it. This discovery is of gravity. Isaac Newton is reputed to have discovered it by an apple dropping on his head. This is significant because I'm sure lots of people have had an apple fall on their head.
Oh, Eureka! That's it! I've got it! Gravity!
But they thought nothing of it because Newton was seeking the discovery and had done lots of research, an apple falling on his head meant a lot, and it made him realise how gravity worked. Chance favours the prepared mind. Later on in history, James Watt invented something. This was the modified steam engine. When he was 12, he was boiling a kettle and the lid flapped up and down. This led to the vast improvement in steam-powered engines. Now, if he was uneducated, that kettle wouldn't have meant anything to him. But because he grew up to be a great engineer, he invented the new amazing steam engine that led to the train. Chance favours the prepared mind. Even later on in history, after the First World War, Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin, although he couldn't grow it in large quantities. He discovered penicillin because he went on holiday and he left his windows open, and all the fungi floated in through the window. When he got back, the bacteria he had all died. If he wasn't a clever man, he wouldn't have had a lab, so he wouldn't have had a tray of bacteria. Also, if he wasn't clever, he wouldn't have been able to work out it was the penicillin. Chance favours the prepared mind.
What? What's happened? Do you know what's happened?
And now the latest discovery was the blue LEDs. This was discovered by trial and error by 3 Japanese scientists. They worked out they needed to grow big enough gallium nitride crystals. For ages they already had red and green, but now they needed to work out how to get blue, so they could make white LEDs, which would be the next generation of lighting. They tried many things, but if they weren't clever, they wouldn't be able to know which things they needed to try, and they would have had to try every molecule and element there is until they got the right one. Chance favours the prepared mind.
So the chance of discovering new things can be increased if we try to educate people really well and make them clever, so they are more likely to discover something amazing which will change all of our lives.
It's not about the chance of a discovery in science, it's about what we can do to maximise the chances.